Plankton is using those televisions to brainwash unsuspecting ocean creatures. You must destroy those televisions. Patrick, you've collected enough Goofy Goober tokens.
Now with improved targeting, whatever that is. Okie dokie.
Plankton's using those TVs to try and trick people to come to Bikini Bottom. If they go, they'll become slaves in his army.
If only there was something I could do.
You have to destroy the TVs. Who knows how many people Plankton will enslave if we don't?
Never fear, Mindy. I'm an expert at knocking stuff down.
Oh boy. Hello and welcome back to... Oh, that was some lag. Yikes. That is this game for you. Hello and welcome back to some more of the Spongebob Squarepants Movie game. What better way to open up this lovely little game than with a massive lag spike? In the last episode, we played through Now That We're Men, and today we will be playing through Shell City Dead Ahead. But that's not the only thing we're going to be doing, because as you just saw, we got a new ability for Patrick, and that is the throw ability. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to upgrade the macho throw, which allows us to, you know, throw objects farther, but we will get that eventually. For the time being, now we just simply have the ability to pick things up and throw them. So, you know, that's fun. But you may remember me saying earlier in the game that there are plenty of... Please go away, text box. Please just go away. I don't need to see you. Please, where... Can you just... I guess... Okay, there it goes. Finally go away. So, you may remember me saying earlier that there were plenty of levels that we wouldn't be able to 100% complete until we had the throw ability. Well, now we have the throw ability. So now we can go all the way back to collect everything that we missed. So, we still can't complete all of them because there's still some things that we need SpongeBob's final move for. But we can go back to collect some of these things. So, and we're going to start with Bubble Blowing Baby Hunt, Throwing the Fruit Electric. Here we go. Alright, so, something important to note if you played Battle for Bikini Bottom before this is that for some reason, well, okay, not for some reason, I know why, it's because cartwheel's in the game, the button to pick up the watermelon is bound to the right trigger, not the B button anymore, so that's something important to note. Anyway, now all we gotta do, okay, that, off to a great start, game. Basically, we just gotta carry this watermelon all the way through to the end of the section. We also want to make sure to pick up the treasure just along the way, so first thing first, we're gonna throw it onto this pressure plate. Hold it temporarily, then throw it on top of that button, and this will create a slide all the way down here, and now we have another watermelon to pick up, so we gotta throw this all the way to the end, and then we're gonna pick this up from the other side, like so, and toss it onto this switch temporarily, so that we can step on it, pick up the watermelon, I said pick up the watermelon, and then throw it on the button, just like that. That was really close. I would have been very upset if it didn't register my input there. That would have been really annoying. But yeah, basically this is all we gotta do. Is just make our way through everything, and don't worry, we will be getting the treasure chest that we missed. But first, we're gonna focus on just getting to the end of the section. Now this is when things get really annoying because now we have to traverse moving platforms. So we're gonna wait until the electric passes by, so that it's safe to throw it on there and it won't get zapped out of existence. So we gotta throw it and then immediately run as fast as we can, pick it up. What just happened there? I don't know, but now we gotta go back. Okay, I don't know what happened there. It didn't get zapped by any electricity, but it still got just... Electricity wasn't on, got hit anyway. That's a Spongebob Squarepants Movie game for you. Let's try this again, but this time with actual fairness. So, let's not hit anything. Didn't get zapped by electricity. Alright, we're good. Toss it down here. I just threw that right over the edge. Okay. Lovely. You love to see it. Yeah, so basically just wait for the electricity to go away, throw it towards the center so it doesn't get zapped away, stand here, pick it up quickly, let's back up a little bit and then try to throw it over there. We made it, almost fell off ourselves, but we're fine. Now we gotta quickly throw it here and then go pick it up again to throw it at the button, or that's gonna happen. So I ledge grabbed as Patrick, so we might not have enough time to do this, but I'm gonna try anyway. Pick it up and throw it. I'm just mashing right trigger. Okay, we just barely made that. We just barely freaking made that. Alright, well, slide down here, get the Goofy Goober token, just like so. Oh man, that was not fun. Now all we gotta do is just go back a little bit further. Oh dear. To get the treasure chest that we missed. I wanted to make sure we could actually do this first before we went chasing after the treasure chest, because there's no we couldn't. Once you do it once, the whole thing is unlocked, so you can just traverse it freely. Whereas if we like if we came down here, there would be no way to get back up without going the long way around. So I wanted to make sure we completed it first. So just hop down here, get the treasure chest. That is now this level 100% completed, except for the one thing we need Spongebob for. So but that's as much as we can do for now. And level 2, we can't do, like, we do need Patrick's throwing ability, but we also need the thing for Spongebob, so we can't do that yet. So now, because there's so few platforming levels in this game, the next thing that we have to go clean up is all the way in Now That We're Men. So let's go ahead and head to Frozen Lava Desert. I guess for some reason when you warp to this Goofy Goober token, it spawns you in a SpongeBob. I don't know why, but we're gonna switch to Patrick because we do need Patrick for this. So we're gonna head here, pick this. Okay, I'm used to Battle for Bikini Bottom's controls. Throw it into the lake to freeze it, and then just walk in a straight line to go over and grab yourself the Goofy Goober token, which is waiting for you directly over here. And then we're gonna go get the treasure chest. So you know we'll make a pit stop here, get this, and then we have to go over and get the treasure chest. So now from there you want to warp back to the Frozen Lava Desert Goofy Goober token, because it's faster than having to go across the lake again, the lava lake again. So once you get back here, you'll spawn in a SpongeBob, so we do unfortunately have to change to Patrick once again. But it doesn't take too long to do that, so no big deal there. Once you're back as Patrick, you can pick up the freezy fruit and then throw it into the lake. This time we're going to head in this direction and then cartwheel off the ledge. I don't think it actually saves any time because you're on ice, but still, it's you know, you can see the janky animation just going back and forth like this because this game is really well polished. Just go over here and you'll find the treasure chest waiting for you at the edge of this waterfall right here. And this trampoline, I believe, will take you right back over here. Yeah, it takes you right back here outside the switch. That's all we can do for now. The rest of the cleanup is all going to be reliant on SpongeBob's final ability. So now we can finally head to Shell City Dead Ahead and actually start exploring a brand new level. Okay, so we got, as a brief summary, we have 4 treasure chests to collect, one of which requires SpongeBob's final ability, one of which is inside a floating block challenge, and the remaining 2 are just pretty easy to get by default, so no worries there. Anyway, to start off, you're going to pick up this watermelon and throw it straight to the button, like so, to cause the soda can thing to fall down, and then you can traverse up here. Yeah, so remember in Battle for Bikini Bottom where you had the Sleepy Time robot that couldn't be attacked at close range unless you were sneaky about it? Yeah, well, that's just not a thing in this game. Now they took that mechanic, ripped it out, and instead replaced it with an enemy that can only be defeated by either Patrick's throwing abilities or SpongeBob's Bubble Ball. Or I guess alternatively his final attack, which I'm guessing you can probably guess what that is, based on the other abilities that are present in this game thus far. But, you know. Anyway, I love it when the text boxes are ginormous and they just never go away. That's my favorite. Anyways, now what we have to do is we have to head back over here. Also, I do appreciate this. Nice Easter egg. License plate stands for Heavy Iron, the company that made the game. Credit where credit is due. Pretty cool Easter egg. This game gets 1 point out of like 100. So that's, you know, something at least. Yeah, I want to close the lid so that we can continue on with the rest of the level. And we're going to completely annihilate you with a slam attack. Also, jellyfish. I mean, I know technically it's a minor thing to complain about because the jellyfish are barely in this game, but they attack you instantly instead of there being a bit of a delay to it. I don't know why they decided to put a delay on the or they decided to take away the delay from the jellyfish. It's like, did you really was buffing jellyfish really something on your to-do list you had to do? Really? I don't know. Anyway. So if you want, you can hop onto this trampoline, and it will bounce you right back over here, but I don't know why you'd ever want to do that. There's actually just no point to that. So, yeah, that's there if you want it, I guess, but I don't know, whatever. Okay, so what we want to do now is, remember, our objective is to destroy the TV, so we're going to throw a watermelon at this TV right here to shatter it to pieces and cause it to topple over, allowing you to traverse across the gap to the next platform right over here. And to be clear, there are going to be a few miscellaneous golden spatulas that we have to I just said golden spatulas. A few miscellaneous, freaking Goofy Goober tokens that we can collect along the way, that we will be collecting along the way. But for the time being, we're just going to focus on the main objective, which is to just get through Shell City dead ahead. Which does have some pretty decent atmosphere. Decent, I say. Not anything super phenomenal, but it's decent. Anyway, so there's our first miscellaneous Goofy Goober token we're going to get. So we're going to swing into this cave right here. We can't touch the oil, so now we just have to swing your way across all of these things like so. And if you're feeling super risky, you can even jump up in here for a bit of a secret. Because there's plenty of cool high-value dumbbells up there, which will help getting the next upgrade, the final upgrade for Spongebob, even quicker. Okay, barely made that. Barely freaking made that. And I might have gotten a little bit... Yeah, I got a little bit too greedy there. Got a little bit too greedy on that one. Unfortunately, we do have to start all over again, but it's fine, because it's not like this is particularly annoying. Unlike certain challenges in this game, this one's actually pretty fun, because the swinging mechanics from Battle for Bikini Bottom are very fun to use. And they just pasted them on top of... They just basically just stapled them onto Patrick's character, because Sandy isn't a playable character in this game. Anyway, yeah, so all you gotta do, that was not the momentum we wanted. Okay, we barely made that. We really shouldn't have made that. Okay, let's just calm down. Let's just calm down a second, go over here, swing across. All you gotta do is just swing your way across all the different icicle things, and it will take you... Okay, I definitely pressed Y there, game. And it'll take you right over here to your Goofy Goober token. That was way harder than it should have been. But we did it nonetheless, so no worries there whatsoever. Okay, so now we can head on through the rest of this section. It's going to be you waiting for us, but I don't care, so we're just going to move past you. Or it's going to do that. That's some quality game design, folks. Here's why this section's crap. Because you have to throw this at him, but it doesn't go down in one hit. So you have to throw it, then backtrack, pick it up, throw it again, or miss the throw horrendously, throw it again, drop down again, pick it up, throw it again, and only that defeats them. So you have to do a lot of unnecessary backtracking for no reason, because they really knew what they were doing when they designed this game. Let's see if we can take a shortcut. Let's see if we can just toss it up there and then take a shortcut, because I just stopped caring about this game. Let's or that. That is also a perfectly valid option. Let's try this again, only this time with actual fairness. Hop up here. Nice clipping into the ground there, Patrick. Okay. Sure thing. Oh, God. Throw it up here. Take the shortcut. Not the ledge grab. That's not what we wanted to... We're going to the other side, and then picking it up from here. Like that. And then go over here. Throw it against the button. And don't slide off. Thank you. The clipping through actually saved me that time. Who would have thought it? Okay, well, we're back here. Now let's see if we can actually throw this any further. Okay, can we spin it back at you? There we go. Spun it back at you. Just throw it at the TV. Boom. TV destroyed. Perfect. Mission accomplished. We destroy the TV. Now we can move on. The TV over there is the one that's going to have the treasure just behind it, by the way. There's still 2 more to collect. And, oh, good. Oh, good. We have multiple. Okay, throw it at you. And that pissed you off, but it didn't. Okay, now do it again. That'll destroy you. And it's... Okay, cool. You want to know why I'm not worried about this? Because I can just hold the B button down and just steamroll through all of you. Because the cartwheel just breaks... This is the non-upgraded combat, by the way. Sorry, the non-upgraded cartwheel just breaks combat. So, yeah, it's just... I don't even... There's a lot about this game. I'll structure my thoughts more formally when we get to the finale, because I like to give a summary of the game. Like, in case you're new to the channel, what I do a lot is... after I finish a Let's Play or a walkthrough, when we get to the credits, I like to sit down, have a nice little chat about the game that we played. Whether it was good, whether it was bad, positives, highlights, pros, cons, kind of reflect on the experience. I'll be doing that a lot when we get to the credits. But first, we're going to do a Spongebob challenge, which is easily the hardest Spongebob challenge thus far. Which is appropriate because, you know, it's supposed to get harder the further you go. But Spongebob challenges are not always hard for the right reason. So just go full steam ahead across that first obstacle as soon as the first one flips over. And it'll be a straight shot to the end. Same thing here. You basically just wait for it to turn around And then, again, slow and steady wins this race. It's the same obstacle from the last one. Slow and steady wins this race. Wait for the fan to pass by. Do not try to speed through it. Slow and steady wins this race. And then you can get out to the other side nice and easy. And again, we're coming up here with some tricky platforms. Basically, you want to wait until it reaches one full side. Wait 1, 2, then speed across after the second, and then that should perfectly line in the middle for you to be able to successfully make your way across. Now, this one can't be done in one shot. You got to take this one step at a time. So you want to go in the first one, wait for the blue tile to stop flipping over, then do the same. Just basically go one tile at a time, wait for them to stop flipping, and then you'll make your way to the end. You can't sprint across this. I mean, you might be able to sprint across to a point, but you still have to stop. You can't do it all in one shot. It cannot be done. So, this one, this one's a bit of a pain. Because you have to get in as the fan is pushing you like that. You have to, it's hard to explain. You just have to sit on that first block for a little bit and wait for there to be an opening. Because you have to enter that second block as the fan is. Don't worry about the positioning of the blocks themselves. Just wait for the fan to turn so that you have an opening to slide in between the blades, and then just go straight as fast as you possibly can to the end. Anyway, this is basically the same deal we had last time, except this time, this time they're not in a straight line. So, fortunately, they follow the same pattern every single time, which is that the red turns, the yellow turns, the blue turns, and it goes. So it's red, yellow, blue. So it follows that same pattern every single time. It's very predictable. So you can sit here comfortably knowing that they'll turn like this, and then just go one at a time. It looks intimidating at first until you realize that it's just two sets of lines that go one after the other. So you just follow the pattern, and you'll have a straight shot to the end. This one can be intimidating. Just go straight up. Okay, I might have screwed up. No, it's fine. So we just keep going up here. It looks intimidating because it's a giant uphill climb, but it's pretty easy once you realize that you have a massive, you have a lot of room to move around, and if you mess up, you have plenty of wiggle room to readjust your positioning so that you don't fall off the edge. Again, this is another one of those flipping tile problems. The only thing here is that this time there are multiple groups of tiles, but they do all flip it at once. So it goes yellow, blue, red. So it's the same pattern as before. If red tiles flip, yellow tiles flip, and then the blue tiles flip. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the red tiles to flip, and then we're going to sit here. Then we're going to make a beeline for the red one right here, then go on to the blue one, then sit on the red one, wait for the elbows to flip, go here. Blue tiles are going to flip next, and then we'll just make a straight line, a beeline to the end. And now we have a straight shot around this walkway to the Goofy Goober token. Easily the most challenging Spongebob challenge yet, and if you made it through that, you should feel proud of yourself, because that is no easy task. But it's done. We made it through, and now we can return to the main level, Shell City Dead Ahead. And to be clear, that's not the only challenging thing we're going to have to do today. We're also going to have a very, very tough platforming gauntlet up ahead in the form of the falling block challenge. So, anyway, now what we have to do is we have to stack all three watermelons on top of each other so that we can actually reach the platform up here. We'll jump up like this. A ledge guy will be there to help you out if you need it. And saved myself. Almost screwed myself over, but it's fine. We saved myself in the end. Okay, that's not how damage boosts work, but thanks, game. Anyway, so over here we have another thing for SpongeBob, which we can't do yet because, well, we don't have that thing for SpongeBob yet. But you can see the treasure just waiting for you over there, so we're gonna go get that in a second. We just gotta clear out all these enemies first, and then we are going to pick up the trampoline. I said pick up the trampoline. Pick up the watermelon, then bounce the trampoline, and then throw it at the television just like that to cause it to shatter, and also cause that to fly into the wall, shattering it open. But before we go in there, we're going to jump on this trampoline so we can bounce up onto this walkway right here, go around behind the TV to grab the treasure chest, and then bounce your way back along these trampolines and land safely over here. And as a recap, we have one of the 4 treasure chests, one of which can only be collected in a floating block challenge, the other of which can't be collected until we get the new ability for SpongeBob, and the last of which we have yet to collect, but we will be getting it in this video. So, now we're going to pull R to exit and head into the next section of the level. Okay, the 3-meter island task is now open to play. What is the 3-meter island task, you might ask? Well, if you head down this giant slide right here, you can see for yourself, because basically, we got a lot of platforming to do to reach our Goofy Goober token to the top. So first thing first, you want to jump on this button right here. And there's Goofy Goober Token up there. So it's just a race to the end, essentially. You've got to hop across all these platforms. And once you get to the top, your reward will be your Goofy Goober Token. And then you can take a victory slide down to the bottom and carry on with the rest of the level. And there isn't much else to this. It's just basically every button you hit raises the goo levels a little bit and also causes a new set of platforms to rise out of the ground. And it's just a platforming test. It's not anywhere near as difficult as the floating block challenges. But you know, it's a fair challenge, I suppose. It's just more of a nuisance than anything. I mean, I guess once enemies spawn in, it can get a little bit more annoying, because then, of course, if you get hit, it'll send you slipping and sliding around. But it's not too hard to avoid the projectiles, and if they do become too problematic, you can always reflect the projectiles right back at the enemy. But again, not too hard to dodge, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so just a few more steps to ascend before we reach our Goofy Goober Token there to the right-hand side. I'm actually going to reflect these projectiles right back at him, because I don't want to have to deal with as many of them as there are. So I'll just sit here for a little while and keep reflecting projectiles back at him. So there's one taken out. This one should defeat you. There we go. And now you're going to start throwing stuff at me. So just wait, and then boom, just spin it back at him. One more should be enough to knock you down, and then I can safely traverse these platforms. Okay, now we should be good to go. A little bit of a shortcut here to save some time. And then just up here, one more button to hit, and then we can, excuse me, cross the lake and grab our Goofy Goober Token, and then take our victory slide down to the bottom. And like I said, the atmosphere in this level, pretty decent. This level, now that we're men, both pretty decent atmosphere. It's just a shame that it gets ruined by, like, you know, I'll save that for the finale when I talk about this game in full in the credits. But basically, the decision to have almost all the bonus challenges take place outside the main level really harms the atmosphere. But, you know, that's a topic for a different day. For now, we're just going to focus on grabbing the Goofy Goober Token. And now if we do a quick check, we only have one more extra challenge to collect. There's one more that we won't be able to do yet because we don't have all the proper abilities. Again, as I've been saying for pretty much the whole episode now, we do need Spongebob's new ability to do this. But as for this one, this is just a floating block challenge, and this is what we get for getting to the end of the level. So we're almost there. Just a little bit further to go. This is probably going to be the longest episode, maybe in the entire walkthrough. It's because not only do we have to deal with the main level itself, but we also have to do there was also a large chunk of this dedicated to backtracking and getting all the stuff that we missed. So, you know, I don't know what I was trying to do there. It's a bit of a lengthy episode. Pretty lengthy, action-packed. Did you see what just happened there? I threw the watermelon forward, and yeah, 2 hits will knock you down, and then you come in to join the battle, but it's not that big of a deal, because I can just knock you back like that. You want to throw a projectile at me? Have fun eating that up. You want another? Sure, I'll happily give you another one. Good lord. Okay. Quick little test of your throwing skills here. Step 1, stand on this platform. Step 2, throw it over there. Step 3, pick it up again and throw it straight at the TV to shatter it to pieces. And then that'll open the doorway forth, which we can get to by jumping across some soda cans. Just giant soda cans. Whatever, okay. Before we head in there, though, we're going to head over here and complete the hardest floating block challenge yet. Now, we have ice blocks to deal with, which not only drastically decrease... Nice ledge grab, Patrick. Not only drastically decrease your movement speed, due to the nature of them being ice blocks, but they also drastically decrease your mobility, which, when combined with the fact that almost every single block in this area is rotating around constantly, be it at a slow pace or a quick pace, makes this, without a shadow of a doubt, the hardest floating block challenge thus far. And the treasure chest is probably the easiest part of this, because it's in a very obvious place and it's surrounded by very easy jumps. But it's just the ice, the constant rotating blocks, and the incredibly short amount of time you have to get through this level. Unfortunately, there are plenty of checkpoints, but that doesn't mean that you can just make infinite amounts of mistakes. You really need to be careful with how many times you fall off. We're going for a deathless run here. Well, I don't know if we'll be able to actually achieve it, but we're gonna give it our best shot. Yeah, okay, I shouldn't have survived that for as long as I did. And honestly, I think I wasted so long trying to save that run that that's probably gonna be the end of this run. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it now because we don't have that much time left. I mean, I'm still gonna try, but I wouldn't get your hopes up unless we get lucky like that. In which case, maybe we will be able to save this run. But yeah, we're going for the treasure chest in the back there. That's the objective here. So we're going to land on this, and we're not going to leap out to grab it now. Okay, leap out to grab it now, and land here, and then now we just got to traverse across a few more blocks that are constantly spinning around. We got less than a minute to go. I'm just constantly scanning the environment to see which blocks are going to be. Oh, God. Okay, that shouldn't have... Oh, no. Oh, that was close. That was close. That was extremely close. I should not have survived that. Oh, also, even the trampoline and the blocks disappear. They also all have spikes now. And they also all rotate, so, shouldn't have survived that. Should not have survived that, that's for sure. Okay, few more blocks to get across. One more. Go, quickly. We're gonna linger here. We have the time. Linger here. And we have landed safely. Oh, boy. About 20 seconds to spare. That was close. Yeah, the only advice I have to give there is just constantly scan the environment around you, checking for any available opportunity that you can to jump across to safety. Okay, so... that's two of the 3 treasure chests that we can collect. The last one we're going to get is coming up right ahead. And we're almost at the end of the level as well, so just a little bit further to go. I don't know how long this episode's been. Yeah, so what we want to do here is we don't want to blow this up just yet. We want to jump up here quickly and then jump up into the treasure chest and then cartwheel your way away from the explosion so you don't get hurt by it. And that's about all there is to say about that. So, oh, also another thing you can't do in this game that you can do in, never mind, you can't do it. I was gonna say you can't pick up stunned enemies like you can in Battle for Bikini Bottom, but you can actually do that. So I will rescind that point. I was gonna say that you can't do it in this game, unlike you can in Battle for Bikini Bottom, but it turns out you can do that. So I will rescind that criticism. Not that helps the game at all, because this game is just a pile of trash. It's just 1 point's not gonna save it. Trust me. Okay, so can we reflect it back at you? Yes, we can. I love it. Like, the thing is, it's like they spawn in, and you cannot tell they're spawning in until you're dead. Just top-end game design is what we're dealing with here. Truly a masterwork. Okay. Can I just throw the TNT at you? No, I cannot. That would have made this much easier. Okay, let's instead of dealing with you, I'm going to stun you and just throw you at the button so we can get out of here as fast as possible. Because that will cause the soda cans to appear. Nope, don't get tricked by the fan. Wait for the fan to go by, then jump past it. Then, we're going to go ahead and defeat you really quickly, because I do not want this spawner anywhere near here. Okay, defeat what we can. Oh, I tried to pick up an enemy that wasn't stunned. That was a nice move on my part. Let's throw it up here. Never mind, I thought we could carry it further than that, but I guess... Excuse me, I guess not. Okay, can I make that jump? I probably cannot make that jump. We probably gotta hit that button in order to do that, so we're gonna stun all these enemies. Just one of them will do, or that's gonna happen, in which case one of them will not do. And we're gonna throw it at you. There we go, and then we'll stun another one, and pick you up, throw you at that thing, and now we're just going to stun you again, so that we can hopefully defeat the spawner itself, so that I can safely jump over there, like so. Ledge grab to safety, hit the button, so that we can progress on with the rest of the level. Okay, I guess we have to hit both buttons. Fine, okay, we had to hit both buttons. Fine. It's not that big of a deal. Stun, got a stun. Okay, I thought it didn't stun you for a second, but it did. Fortunately... This game's getting on my nerves. Well, I'm getting it. It's been on my nerves for quite some time now, but just... Throw to hit you there. I'm not taking any risks. We're going back here to get a hamburger so we don't die from losing all our health. Stun you. Here we go. I like how the stun doesn't immediately work. Okay, then do that. I'm not even going to bother with destroying the spawner this time until we actually get over here. So do it, then hit the button, or don't hit the button, or don't hit the button. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Now hit the button. Now the soda cans pop up. The giant freaking soda cans pop up. So we can make our way over here, grab the watermelon, and destroy the last freaking television of this level. Just traverse the trampolines, jump between the fans as they pop up. Nothing too complicated. And then all we gotta... Or that's gonna happen because this game is so good! Let's try this again. There we go. The game didn't screw me over this time. Phenomenal. Okay, finally, this level is done. I hope you enjoyed the actual platforming sections of this 3D platforming game, because we're not going to get another one for about 4 levels. And when we do get one, it's going to be the last in the game. So hope you enjoyed that.